So, the Minecraft 1.20 update was announced by Mojang during Minecraft Live. And what's the update about? Yeah, not much was revealed. This year, Mojang decided to only announce like 4 new features besides the mob vote. They didn't even give the update a name. Now, after I heard about what they did, I kinda went crazy. No way were they gonna only add like 5 features in this update. But after calming myself down, I came to the realization that they stated there's more coming to 1.20. All that they revealed were simply features that were in the final stages of development. This was the opposite of the previous 2 years, in which they announced a multitude of features and concepts, a lot of them not making it to the end, which caused a lot of disappointment in the long run. So in this video, I'm going to present my ideas based off of the concepts already announced on what I think should and could possibly be added in this mysterious Minecraft update of 1.20. But let's first do a recap of what has already been revealed about the update. During Minecraft Live, 4 new features to the game were announced. First off, we have Bamboo Wood, which for some reason looks like macaroni to me. Bamboo Wood is another wood variant just like the others, but there are 2 unique things about this wood type. The first are bamboo mosaic blocks, which simply have a different pattern, and the second are bamboo rafts, which basically serve the same purpose as boats, just with a new look. Next, we have hanging signs, which I find to be great additions. Then there's chiseled bookshelves, which are personally my favorite of the announced features. Chiseled bookshelves are basically bookshelves that actually work. Last, they announced a new mob called the Camel. The Camel basically acts as a horse that can be ridden by 2 people. So yeah, those were literally the only features that were announced. See what I mean? But there was also the winning mob vote, which ended up being the Sniffer. Now, all of these features have already gone their own snapshot besides the Sniffer, and as an addition, apparently bundles have been added as an experimental snapshot. Bundles, camels, bookshelves, bamboo wood, hanging signs, and an ancient mob. What theme could 1.20 possibly have out of this? Well, Minecraft developer King B Dogs announced that the current theme of 1.20 would be self-expression, representation, and storytelling. This means that the content that's going to be added in this update would mainly revolve around player creativity. Though, over the year, a lot of people speculated that 1.20 was going to be about archaeology. I think these features could definitely fit into an update that includes archaeology, but if some form of archaeology were implemented in this update, it would most likely just be an aspect of the update. But let's just theorize about the concept of archaeology for the moment. If you can remember, the concept of archaeology was already revealed during 2020's Minecraft Live. The idea has been kinda scratched over the past 2 years, but I think it could be a great idea to resurface sometime. During Minecraft Live, Mojang announced how you would be able to come across dig sites and dig up ceramic shards, which would be pieced together to create a pot with drawings. I mean, the concept seems nice and all, but I feel like archaeology could be used a bit more usefully. If 1.20 revolves around creativity, archaeology would probably have to have something that can allow this. What if you were able to dig up, say, artifacts? Artifacts that could be used as utility instruments, or maybe fractions of an artifact. I think it would be cool to have archaeology be a way of obtaining new utility items. Or the artifacts could also be items that were already implemented, like echo shards or a lodestone compass that could lead to treasure. Anyways, if Mojang were to have archaeology to tell some sort of lore, I think the storytelling should be kinda cryptic and not so revealing, kinda like music discs or paintings. I mean, you are supposed to be the player, the one who creates the stories. Minecraft isn't really supposed to reveal too much about the world's past, you know? Anyways, on to the next ideas. These are a few concepts I have that are kinda small, but would definitely be minor improvements to the game. First off, let's go back to the announcement of Bamboo Wood. As you can remember, Mojang announced the idea of Bamboo Rafts. Now, not gonna lie, I was kinda hoping that Bamboo Rafts would be a little different, but I still think they can do something like that. Big Bamboo Rafts. Rafts that can hold more than just 2 people, possibly 5 or even more. Just imagine going on oceanic adventures with all your friends all together on one boat. And this would definitely be a major improvement for transporting mobs across sea in early game. No more having to make multiple trips. Next, we have another idea that revolves around transportation. In the beginning of Minecraft Live, they showed a bunch of minecarts trailing on a track. Now, these minecarts were most likely being pushed by a furnace, but it gave me the idea. What if you were able to connect minecarts? Now, knowing we already have furnace minecarts, the chances of this coming may not be as likely, but I still think it would be cool to be able to just chain multiple minecarts together. I mean, imagine having like a 30-cart train with different people, mobs, and other things. Now we have something in the building aspect. With the features that were already announced and the ones we just theorized about, including archaeology, I think that chests with different wood variants could fit in well with the aesthetic. I've always wanted there to be different colored chests, just like how we have boats or signs or doors. I feel like it would add a bit more feel if there are different types of wood chests and structures like shipwrecks or dungeons. Speaking of dungeons, I think a bit of an improvement to the dungeon would really benefit as well. I mean, dungeons are one of the oldest structures in the game, and to me, its style seems a little outdated. I mean, it's literally a cobblestone box. With the new look on dungeons, I think it would also be great if they changed the loot table a bit, maybe add a bit more variety to what you can find. And maybe, just maybe, it would be cool to have a new mob in the mob spawner. What do you guys think? Now, dungeons aren't the only structure which I think could have an improvement. It would be cool if some of the other old structures had a bit of an improvement, like desert temples or jungle temples, but I think what could really have an improvement, seeing what new features have already been announced, are strongholds. Now, don't get me wrong, strongholds are already pretty packed with content, but with some of the new blocks we're getting, a minor update could make things a little better. With a lot of the new block varieties and items that were announced over the years, I think there's an opportunity to change up the look a little, but what I mainly want to focus on are the libraries. As you know, strongholds contain libraries which can contain enchantment books and chests. But knowing that we have chiseled bookshelves now, I think implementing them into the libraries would fit in really well. Instead of looking through chests to find books, you would have to find books by taking them out of bookshelves. It could add a bit more fun into strongholds, and I know it's a minor improvement, but it wouldn't hurt to do it, right? Alright, now we're on to the biome updates. If you can remember, over the past couple of years, Minecraft had held 2 biome votes. The first one was between a desert update, a savanna update, and a taiga update, the winner being the taiga. The second one was between a Badlands update, a swamp update, and a mountains update, the winner for this one being the mountains. Basically, whichever biome had won would get an update first, with the other candidates being updated later. So far, both the taiga and mountain biomes have already been updated, and the swamp biome got its update in 1.19, technically. Anyways, we still have yet to see an update for the desert, savanna, and badlands. And if 1.20 does have things like archaeology, bundles, bookshelves, and a lot of other ancient-like stuff, I think either a desert or badlands update would fit in pretty well. The desert update proposed the idea of meerkats and palm trees. Now, we've already gotten a lot of wood types lately, so I don't think adding palm wood will be likely anytime soon. On the other hand, the Badlands update proposed the idea of a new type of cactus as well as vultures and tumbleweed. I think adding the vultures would be a fun little challenge to the Badlands, which currently don't have many challenges to face. Either way, I think it would be cool if one of the biomes were updated, or though unlikely, maybe both, who knows. Alright, now we're on to the very last concept, which I have high doubts would be implemented in this update, but I just want to address it. In 1.19, we got the ancient city, which has a huge frame in the city's center. Now, for a long time, many people have theorized and discussed the idea of the frame being a portal to a new dimension. Personally, I think this would be a lot of work to implement anytime soon, so I highly doubt that they'd do anything like it. But the idea to do something with the ancient cities still lies out there somewhere. I mean, reinforced deep slate oddly takes a long time to mine, and currently there's no use for it yet. So, who knows? Maybe they might do something with it. But again, I doubt much would be added with ancient cities in 1.20 at least. And there we have it. Archaeology, ancient artifacts, improved dungeons, improved strongholds, a new biome update, and many more. If 1.20 were to have a lot more features implemented, I think these would fit in pretty well. But most likely, not all of this would be added for this update. We have to remember that it takes a long time for Mojang to add new features to the game, and a lot of the bigger concepts in this video, like an entire biome update or archaeology, have less chances of coming soon. But what do you guys think about these concepts? And also, what do you think of the features that were added so far? Good, mid, trash? Let me know. And if you have any other concepts for 1.20, feel free to discuss them in the comments below. If you like this video, you might want to subscribe because I might start making more concept videos in the future. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.